Hello guys, welcome to the new video. So today I'm going to read The Art of Seduction by Robert Greene, and we are going to learn about the star. Daily life is harsh. The most of us constantly seek escape from it in fantasies and dreams. Yeah, it's true. Our daily life is hard and we want to escape our reality. That's why we create our fantasies and dreams so that we can escape from it. And we love to go in our fantasies because our real life is hard. If you think your real life is hard, let me tell you something. Your life is not hard. You are weak. That's it. If you know David Goggins, you will realize. Standing out from others through a distinctive. Okay. Stars feed on this weakness. Standing out from others through a distinctive and appealing style. They make us want to watch them. At the same time, they are vague and eternal, keeping their distance and letting us imagine more than is there. Their dreamlike quality works on our unconscious. We are not even aware how much we imitate them. Learn to become an object of satisfaction by projecting the glittering but elusive presence of the star. Okay, so let's read the last part, the last trait of the seducer, the star. Daily life is harsh, and most of us constantly seek escape from it in fantasies and dreams. Stars feed on this weakness, standing out from others through a distinctive and appealing style. They make us want to watch them. At the same time, they are vague and eh, ethereal, keeping their distance and letting us imagine more than is there. Their dreamlike quality works on our unconscious. We are not even aware how much we imitate them. Learn to become an object of fascination by projecting the glittering but elusive presence of the star. Keys to the character. Seduction is a form of persuasion that seeks to bypass consciousness, steering the unconscious mind instead. The reason for this is simple. We are so surrounded by stimuli that compete for our attention, bombarding us with obvious messages, and by people who are overtly political and manipulative that we are rarely charmed or deceived by them. We have grown increasingly cynical, try to persuade a person by appealing to their consciousness, by saying outright what you want, by showing all your cards, and what people do you have. You are just one mirror, one more irritation to be tuned out. We have grown increasingly cynical. Try to persuade a person by appealing to their consciousness, by saying outright what you want, by showing all your cards, and what people and what hope do you have. You are just one more irritation to be turned out. To avoid this fate, you must learn the art of insinuation, of reaching the unconscious. The most eloquent expression of the unconscious is the dream, which is intricately connected to myth. Waking from a dream, we are often haunted by its images and ambiguous messages. Dreams obese us because they mix the real and the unreal. They are filled with real characters and often deal with real situations. Yet they are delightfully irrational, pushing realities to the extremes of delirium. The gestures, the words, the very being of men like John F. Kennedy or Andy Warhol, for example, evoke both the real and the unreal. We may not realize it, and how could we really? But they are like dreams figures to us. They have qualities that anchor them in reality: sincerity, playfulness, sensuality, but at the same time, their aloofness, their superiority, their almost surreal quality makes them seem like something out of a movie. These types having have a haunting, obsessive effect on people, whether in public or in private. They seduce us, making us want to possess them both physically and psychologically. But how can we possess a person from a dream, or a movie star, or political star, or even one of those real life fascinators like a Warhol, who may cross our path, unable to have them. We become obsessed with them. They haunt our thoughts, our dreams, our fantasies. We imitate them unconsciously. That is the insidious seductive power of a star, a power you can appropriate by making yourself into a cipher, a mix of the real and the unreal. Most people are hopelessly banal. That is far too real. What you need to do is eternalize yourself. Your words and actions seem to come from your unconscious. You have a certain looseness to them. You to hold yourself back, occasionally revealing a trait that makes people wonder whether they really know you. The star is a creation of modern cinema, and what enabled film to manufacture the star was the close-up, which suddenly separates actors from their context, filming your mind with their image. Never forget this while fashioning yourself as a star. First, you must have such a large presence that you can fill your target's mind the way a close-up fills the screen. You must have a style or presence that makes you stand out from everyone else. Be vague and dream like, yet not distant or absent. You don't want people to be unable to focus on or remember you. They have to be seeing you in their minds when you are not there. Second, cultivate a blank, mysterious face, the center that radiates starness. This allows people to read into your whatever they want to. Instead of signaling moods and emotions, instead of emoting or over emoting or over emoting, the star draws in interpretations. A star must stand out, and this may involve a certain dramatic flair. Sometimes, through a more haunting dreamlike effect can be created by subtle touches. The way you smoke a cigarette, a vocal inflection, a way of walking. It is often the little things that get under people's skin and make them imitate you. Imitate means copy. Although these nuances may barely register to the conscious mind subliminally, they can be as attractive as an object with a striking shape or odd color. Unconsciously, we are strangely drawn to things that have no meaning beyond their fascinating appearance. Stars make us want to know more about them. You must learn to stir people's curiosity by letting them glimpse something in your private life, the cause you fight for, the person you are in love with for the moment, something that seems to reveal an element of your personality. Let fantasize and imagine. Let them fantasize and imagine. Another way stars seduce is by making us identify with them, giving us a vicarious thrill. The key is to represent a type, as Jimmy Stewart represented the quintessential middle American. Cary Grant, the smooth aristocrat. People of your type will gravitate to you, identify with you, share your joy or pain. The attraction must be unconscious, conveyed not in your words, but in your pose, your attitude. You are an actor, and the most effective actors have an inner distance. They can mold their physical presence as if they perceived it from the outside. This inner distance fascinates us. Stars are playful about themselves, always adjusting their image, adapting it into the times. Nothing is more laughable than an image that was fashionable 10 years ago but isn't anymore. Star must always renew their luster to or face the worst possible fate, oblivion. The idol, a piece of stone carved into the shape of a god, perhaps glittering with gold and jewels. The eyes of the worshippers fill the stone with life, imagining it to have real powers. Its shape allows them to see what they want to see, a god, but it is actually just a piece of stone. The god lives in their imaginations. So, yeah, guys, this is it. So these are the 9 characteristics or 9 traits of a seductive characters, 9 characters of a seduction. Okay, sorry, let me read it again. So there are 9 seductive characters that we have learned by far in these 9 videos. Okay, so from tomorrow what I'm going to do is from the next video, I'm going to read about the strategies. Okay, the strategies of each uh, seduction character, selective character. This is star. Okay, that we have just learned about it. So part 2 is the selective process. Okay, so in here we are going to learn some of the strategies that if you are some of these or one of these, if you have one of these characteristics, then what kind of strategy you should apply. And I will also discuss in which personality you can attract to. Basically, if you have read these books or read these selective characters thoroughly, you will understand that yes, if you have these characteristics, then you are this kind of person. But you don't know, if I have these kind of seductive character traits, then what kind of strategies, what are the tactics I should use to manipulate or attract somebody towards me. Okay, if you have these kinds of thinking, then part 2 is only for you. Okay, so from the next video we will cover from this. And let me see how many strategies it has. Okay, number 1, so it has 18. I think it has more. 24. You can see 24. Don't order book from cheap stores, okay? Part 1 has selective characters, which has 9, and part 2 has 24 seductive strategies or techniques that you can use with one of these personalities to attract or manipulate someone, so that they can become possessive or attractive to you so much that they can't resist to live without you. So we will see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Have a good day. Bye bye.